Okay, today I'm working on a Kohler bidet, and what we had was a little bit of a leak. Whenever you used it, it actually just would leak right here on the side of the bowl and come dripping down. And anyway, I kind of got into it. Once I took this cover off, I was a little intimidated about trying to mess with it. But it's not too hard, actually. I'm gonna almost go in the reverse order. I'll show you what I found. It wasn't spraying out from the jet. It was leaking somewhere back up in here, and I couldn't see it really well, but it turned out I felt like it had to be this first little pump right here. So what I found is actually I only took one screw out to pull this up. Took a few of these things out. I'll put them back in place in just a second. Unplug this. I photographed it so I knew where it went, but these two go right here. Of course, I did unplug this thing from the wall back there, making sure that we didn't get shocked or anything. But yeah, once everything was still in place, I couldn't figure it out, but it was dripping out of this little hole right here. So water was dripping from this deal, and it was this little unit back here. I hope you can see that. And so anyway, I'm gonna take these screws out. I don't know how to best show you that. Maybe this will get propped up. I'm not a pro. This little pump right here. And there's an O-ring in here. And what I saw was on the bottom, you could see like where the drip was. It was only when I took this screw out to release this whole piece up, I could see that drip right there. So I'm just gonna turn that just a little bit so I can pull this out. There is an O-ring. So I'm in Michigan, so I went up to Menards and bought these little O-rings. And it looks like they're 17/16 outside diameter, 15/16 inside. Don't have my glasses on, but I got a new one right here. And these things do require the silicone grease. I noticed it had it on there, but here's the new one. Slip it on. Anyway, I'm gonna put this thing back together. Hopefully I can do it semi-efficiently so you can see how it all goes together, but daggum it. Need a knife. A little bit of silicone right there. There, get my glasses. Oh yeah. Menards has got everything. I wish I had one back home. This might be a little much, but all right then. Got my two screws ready to go back in this joker. Stick that back in there. Oh, that's tight. Yeah, that really did go in there tight. You can tell I hope it's not too big, but this other little O-ring was just kind of just skinny and flat. And let's see if I can show you the difference. Can't tell the difference, but maybe this one's just a little thicker too. I'm not sure. Might not be the right one. I hope this works, but we're gonna find out. But as far as diameter, it seems about the right size. It's just this new one seems a little thicker. So anyway, I hope I got the right thing. We'll fire some screws in this thing real quick. I would caution you against using a electric drill. If you do, use some finesse, because you strip these little parts out and you're in trouble. All right, so we're gonna put this back in. Let's see. First things first. This wiring plug goes in this little seat right there. You can see there's a square housing where my ring finger is there. And that is also square, so that goes in there. And then you're gonna fit this round one, where my thumb's at, down in this round hole. It goes there, this goes here. And I gotta screw all this down, so I'm gonna set the phone down one more time. Okay, this pump, there's a little tab that goes up under here. I don't know if you can see this tab right here. It goes into this little square hole there. I mean, really, these things are expensive, so you don't really have a whole lot of choice other than trying to fix them yourself. You don't necessarily want to get rid of it. All right, there's that. We're gonna put a screw. I don't think this is in the right place yet. So here we go. Just trying to line that little tab up with this. So I have that screw right here. And it really is only those two that I already did, this one screw, and these three screws to get this apart to do what this repair is. And I'm showing you just in case I didn't see anything online that talked about this issue. Again, you can break these little plastic towers super easy. You gotta go super slow or either do a hand screwdriver. All right, that's in place, this in place, that's in place. Now we gotta put this little guy back in here because that's where it went. Actually, oh no, this might have gone in here. I don't think it was. I think it was back there because I was having a hard time seeing it before. All right. And I had taken these two wires off this little unit right here just so I could see it. And I know that black goes on top and the red goes on the bottom. This is crazy. I need an assistant to hold this camera. There's that. Okay, all right, that's it. Trying to get that phone to balance. Okay, just checking everything. These cram up in here. So all we do now is just put this back. There's some little clip tabs. Clip, 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 and clip. They go here, 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 and here. And we'll put the back in first. Try to drop everything in the toilet. Oh, also, I meant to tell you, I cut the water off, supply line off, because had I not, it might have, I don't think it would have sprayed on me, but I wanted to err on the side of caution. Okay, so you can see these little tabs. If you're having trouble, you can use your little flat screwdriver and squeeze this with your hand and lift that up. Go in there. Same with this one. I'm just squeezing that with my thumbs. That popped into place. And I got 3 silver screws that go on the back. Run those in there real quick. While I got this up too, I'll show you this has got a clip system. I don't know if you can see these little tabs. That's how you release your toilet seat. Once we put it back on, I had a little difficulty putting it back on a second ago. Needed to know how it worked, but you slide. This is slotted. And once I flip it back over, it'll make more sense if I can get the camera held right. You'll slide it and lock it in place, but you'll need to release this tab, these little clips, in order to slide it back on and lock it in place, and vice versa when you're taking it off. Okay. Put these screws in without dropping them in the toilet. Oh, I cheated just a little bit. Those are Torx, actually. That's a Torx bit, which looks like a star if you don't know what Torx is. And the size is a Torx 20. T20 is what that is. Got one down here. Let's see. Got one way up there. There's also a filter that goes in right here too. I gotta snap that back into place before I get too far along. All right, anyway, that's how you get this unit open. Remove these 3 screws, and then you'll use a screwdriver to help you just kind of lift right in there to get that tab out. Same with this one. You can lift right in here to pull that tab out. You can see it there and there. And that's all it is to get that whole circuit board out. Again, unplug it first, cut your water line off if you're having that same dripping problem. And that should be it. Let's see. A lot of like toilet paper lint in here. Just I tried to clean all that out. It's just paper. And yeah, might be a little dirty with pee and who knows what else, but good time to clean that. And I'm gonna try to snap this thing back in place. You can see this bracket. Again, it's got these fingers on the side where your toilet seat will slip into here. Same with this. It holds it down nice and tight. That's the mounting plate. What if that's gonna hold that? Let's see. Nope. I'm gonna get about part of this because that's better. pretty easy. It was definitely easier than the second time. All right, we'll cut our water back on. There's our water main. Right there. We'll plug it back in. Again, what was happening was whenever you used it, it wasn't spray coming from the wand, but it was just dripping down right here. And it was running down the bowl, getting on the floor. It wasn't a lot. And it didn't leak all the time. I can feel the water line right there, but it didn't leak all the time, but it did leak when you were using it and using the spray. But this model, I have no idea what this model is. I even had to cut this off. I'll try to figure out what this model is and put it in the description. But that's it. That's how you fix that little problem. I hope. I'm going to have to sit on it and let you know. Good luck, though.